Revelation Unraveled, Part 16. The Great Apostasy Continued. Part W9, Harlot Astride the Beast. Chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels, who had the seven bowls, and spoke with me, saying, Come, I will show you the condemnation of the great harlot, who sits upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. And they who inhabit the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her prostitution. And he took me away in the spirit into the desert. And I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. We have now arrived at one of the great turning points of history, the end of the great apostasy. Satan has seduced all he can through the temptations of heresy, and the world is divided into 2 hostile camps, neither one of which merits any approval. In order to capture more souls, Satan must precipitate the trials and horrors of World War III, which will bring about the full reign of the beast from the abyss, the New World Tyranny. One of the hostile camps is depicted as a harlot who personifies decadent capitalism. She rides on and controls the other hostile camp, the red beast of atheistic communism. The socialist/communist countries resent the harlot's commanding position, and the stage is set for violent conflict. Chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was clothed round in purple and scarlet, and gilded with gold and precious stones, and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of the abomination and filthiness of her fornication. And on her forehead a name was written, a mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of the fornications and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I had seen her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said to me, Why do you wonder? I will tell you the mystery of the woman, and of the beast which carries her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns. One of the overriding themes of the book of Revelation is conflict. 33 of the 36 sections describe some sort of struggle. 9 describe evil versus evil, the harlot against the beast from the abyss. W9, R1, R2, R3, R4, R6, and R9. While 23 depict good versus evil. In this latter category are angels versus followers of the 2 beasts, W7, W8, R2, R3, R4, R7, R8, B6, and B7. Heretics versus saints, W1, W2, W3, W4. 2 beasts versus saints and 2 witnesses, B1, B2, B4, B7. The beast, Antichrist versus the Lamb, B8, B9, P1, P6, P9. Dragon versus woman, Mary, and her seed, W5, and Michael versus the dragon, R5. Of these struggles between good and evil, 16 result in victories for the good side, while 7 are losses. The only 3 events which do not show conflict are W6, the angel preaching the gospel, B3, the fall of Wormwood, and P5, the 144,000 saved virgins. A common fallacy of previous interpreters of the book of Revelation is that one of the antagonists, the harlot, represents the Roman Catholic Church. Ever since I can remember, and I'm nearing 74 now, I've heard the phony claim of many Protestant televangelists that the Catholic Church is the whore of Babylon. The primary basis for this fiction is that St. John says the harlot sits on 7 mountains. But just a few paragraphs earlier, he states that she sits on many waters. This is her true geographical location. Therefore, the real whore of Babylon refers to capitalism, the adopted economic system for many of the world's peoples and nations and tongues, many waters. Admittedly, one of the meanings for the 7 mountains is that they stand for the 7-hilled city of Rome. But that indicates the location of the seat of the beast. The current 2007 and now 2013 seat of the beast is Moscow. Rome will become the future capital of the Antichrist's one-world tyranny and one-world religion, not capitalism's capital. The harlot sitting on the mountain means that she maintains authority over them. That is, capitalism exercises political and economic control over worldwide socialist/communism. The true location of the harlot on many waters not only symbolizes her geographical placement, but also her laissez-faire economic and libertarian political characteristics. Many waters means there is no central authority. Unfortunately, this freedom of Western culture, having lost its moral compass, has degenerated into licentiousness, child sacrifice, abortion, and idolatry. God is money. Conversely, the one symbolic location for the capital of socialist communism, the seat of the beast, not only indicates that Rome will eventually earn that designation, but also that this totalitarian system espouses centralized political and economic authority. This type of system often seems to degenerate into the cult of personality, emperor worship, and blasphemy. The Antichrist will inevitably plaster his image throughout the world even more than Castro, Mao, Stalin, or Lenin. The image which the Antichrist promotes may actually turn out to be one of these former heroes of the revolution. Already we honor Lenin's birthday by celebrating Earth Day. It's not too far-fetched for Disney to concoct a digital masterpiece of Nikolai Lenin spouting great things from televised images around the globe. But woe to you if you Heil Hitler this or any other possible image of the beast as it speaks.